So here we are on the preview night of San Diego Comic-Con 2024, and Tamashii Nations has just unveiled their Mothra 2024 and Suko set from SH MonsterArts from Godzilla Kong: The New Empire. So here you have the two in a very dynamic action pose. Here's the iconic scene from the end of the movie. Kong's head looks a little bit rough around the edges. I'm not sure if maybe the head wasn't ready in time and they photoshopped this on. It looks a little bit weird. The rest of the shot looks fine to me. Here is the dabbing Suko with the Kong 2024 release that we thought was optional, but apparently is now mandatory if you want to assemble the new Kong. We'll talk about that in just a second. And here you have the iconic shot from the pyramid scene toward the end of the movie before the final battle. Godzilla here really representing, I think, the best that MonsterArts did with this line, which, you know, they really did great with Godzilla. I think he set a bar that the other releases didn't quite meet. It's not to say that things look terrible. If Godzilla is the home run, then everything else is like a safe double, like safe, you know, some second base action. So here are some higher resolution shots of the figures here. Suko has 3 heads, 3 pairs of hands, and you will notice he's got a double hinge system going on here in the arms, and it's not quite the neatest looking thing, for sure. If you move over to some of these images, there's a higher res of the action shot. You will notice that there are pins on Suko's body. So you got the 2 right there. There's 1 there in the foot. There's some in the knees as well. So some of the earlier reactions and conversations I've been seeing online on Discord is, what the hell? Why does Suko have, you know, pinned joints instead of pinless joints? Or systems like Kong, where it's a like hinge ball joint type thing. And my immediate thought is that it has to do with Suko's size. Like, he is a small figure. He is coming in at 2.8 inches. And just to maybe put that into perspective, he is smaller than the Playmates one. The Playmates one actually towers over the MonsterArts one. Now, the Playmates one does have a system of hinges and swivels that you can see, and perhaps Bandai just wasn't able to figure out the engineering on a figure that is so small, or to figure out the engineering in a way that hides the joints. Maybe. I don't know. You go from a release like Jet Jaguar, where it's very important to them to hide the joints, hide the articulations, keep it very clean. And then Suko has like just very visible joints, pins. It doesn't really make sense to me. So I would like to give them the benefit of the doubt that they did try everything. But we also have Mothra here. It is unclear to me whether or not she is a repaint of the 2019 King of the Monsters mold. I would assume it is, because that seems like the smarter business decision to keep an existing mold. The wings, I actually really like how the wings look. They look really clean to me. The body, I don't know. The body is going to be so small. Like, you know, Suko here is 2.8 inches. Mothra here is going to be even smaller. It's going to be hard to capture some of those details. And let's be honest, when Mothra's sitting on my shelf up there, I'm not going to be able to see those details. So it really makes no difference to me. As long as the wings look good. So she'll come with her flight stand. Suko also comes with his own little stand, which is very much appreciated. I actually really dig that. I dig that they threw that in the package. And then let's get to... it's not included in this set. Well, let's move over to the photo of Kong again. Okay, so here we get another Beast Glove Kong piece in another roaring head with the false tooth. Sure. Like, I've already said it before. Like, I was fine when it was Scar King. I changed my mind when it was Shimo. I maintain that I don't like it here. Like, I don't know. I feel like they're going to do you know what I think they're going to do? I think they're going to do, where is it? I think that they're going to take this here and do it as like the next big event exclusive. So they'd be like, oh, you missed out on Shimo? You missed out on... Oh, don't worry. Here's your second chance to get Kong. And then... Because why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they, right? Like, create that opportunity. I don't know. I'm kind of over the build of Kong. I don't want to spend too much time talking shit about it. So, okay. Pre-order is open July 26th in Japan. 11,000 yen, so it's about 110 Canadian. I think that's like $85, $90 US, something like that. No. No, maybe. Like, yeah, like $85, $87 US. Ships in February. Cool. I don't expect that the shipping, if you go the import route, I don't expect shipping will be that expensive, given that Mothra is a small and light character, and Suko is definitely small and presumably also a light character, so whatever money you're using to import Shimo, maybe this is like the counterweight, the thing that's like, oh, the shipping's not so bad. But I guess we'll have to see. I guess we'll have to see what the situation looks like. I actually think that not Shimo. I think that Suko's face looks okay. And he comes with 3 different expressions. Let's see. He's got the roaring, he's got the more stoic, and then he's got like the concerned look. Like, I actually don't mind this, but he is really small, right? Like, again, take in the Playmates is going to tower over the MonsterArts if the 2.8 inches measurement is in fact correct. I've always worried about like looseness of joints with my figures, and Suko does worry me a little bit. Yeah, he does worry me a little bit. So I'm assuming that this is going to be the last big release from this movie. Like, I can't imagine that MonsterArts is going to get into, you know, like Tiamat or Scylla. God forbid they do the Drowned Viper. I could see them doing a newer version of Scar King with like actual facial expressions and maybe a more weathered whip. I would bet money that this Kong's getting a reissue. I would bet money on that. I would absolutely bet money on that. But if this really is the end of the newer releases for the characters, you know, I'd say it's a pretty good haul, considering that they haven't really been too optimistic and too adventurous in doing characters from the other movies. So, you know, getting 2 antagonists from a MonsterVerse movie, plus Mothra, plus Suko, I would say that was a pretty good run. So, you know, kudos to the character choice. I guess we'll have to wait and see how the execution, how it lands. But, yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know if you're going to pick this set up, or if you're not. Or maybe you're going to wait. See what other people think about it first. So, yeah. Jeopardy tomorrow, lunchtime, Eastern time. And I'm sure that there will be more San Diego Comic-Con news starting to trickle out, so I will cover it here on the channel. And until then, I will talk to you soon. See ya!